Let's make it a more beautiful world. How do we do it? We start with ourselves. Let's follow the golden rule. Do unto others as we would do unto ourselves. Do good, be good.
Yeah, my name is Björn Michael, founder and executive director of Faiths Together Uganda. And my wish is to see the world that is full of love, that has no hate. You know, the world has suffered enough. That's my wish.
My wishes for the world is that every single person on earth can have their needs met and their dreams accomplished, regardless their age, their country, their sexuality, their religion, so that everybody can be happy.
My wish for the world is a world where there is respect for diversity and care for each other.
It's all about the golden rule. I wanna talk about the golden rule. It's all about the golden rule. Yes, it's the age of the golden rule. Tell me now, can you love your neighbor as yourself? And care about their happiness and health. If disrespected, can you turn the other cheek and still remain humble and meek? Cunning as a fox, gentle as a dove. Can we forgive and show our enemies love? Can we give the way we want to receive? Well, the seeing is believing. Make we practice when we preach with the golden rule. When I treat you how I want to be treated, it's the golden rule. When you know your love could never be defeated, it's the golden rule. When you're loving Mama Nature and all creatures too, it's the golden rule. Gotta teach it to the children in the schools. Tell me now, are you making time to pray and meditate? And with the Most High communicate? Do you try to keep a smile on your face as you do the best you can to make this world a better place now? We need more peace and harmony, the honoring of human dignity, more justice and equality, 'cause everyone has a right to be free now. And you can keep your religion, but we no need no division. We join together on this global mission to end prejudice and racism. And when your soul is invested, you can expect to be tried and tested. That's the way we grow, yo. And who feels it knows, it's the golden rule. When I treat you how I want to be treated, it's the golden rule. When you know your love could never be defeated, it's the golden rule. When you love Mama Nature and all creatures too, it's the golden rule. Gotta teach it to the children in the school. We sing again, golden rule. When I treat you how I want to be treated, it's the golden rule. When you know your love could never be defeated, it's the golden rule. When you love Mama Nature and all creatures too, it's the golden rule. We gotta teach it to the children too. One.
My wish for the world is at these special times that we could really learn from each other, we could learn from our differences, we could be happy to share our differences and appreciate our different values.
I've always wished that there would be more development in terms of education and economy. I think this will lead the way to a better society automatically. Like if you develop the education and people learn lots of skills like music, art, and I mean, they will not have that much time for judging other people or trying to figure out a way of eradicating other nations. I mean, it's all about development. So if we develop, if we get the potentials of what people are capable of, things will change dramatically.
My wish for the world is that all become compassionate and wise.
Hello, this is Greg Davis with the Institute for Religious Tolerance, Peace, and Justice. I'm excited about the Golden Rule Day. And when it comes to the Golden Rule, I think that it goes hand in hand with the ideas of compassion and solidarity. The event that we are working on, which is going to take place on September 22nd, 2019, is the Interfaith March for Peace and Justice. And we've got a promo video about it. We certainly hope that you will join us because it is an expression of compassion and solidarity. Thanks for all you do. May peace prevail on earth.
Now, more than ever, our world needs kindness and healing.
And our world needs justice and compassion.
Toxic political messages are driving people apart.
And the evils of racism and xenophobia persist.
Fear has poisoned our culture at every level.
And millions of people are suffering as a result.
We are committed to working together to create strong, safe, and diverse communities.
We want to invite you to join us.
The Interfaith March for Peace and Justice is a peaceful, nonpartisan event designed to affirm freedom of religion
for all people and equal justice for all people.
We believe that all religions can coexist peacefully and work together to contribute to the common good.
We believe that equal justice and equal protection under the law are rights to which
all people are entitled.
We believe that governments should protect those who are most vulnerable
and never fail to seek justice for acts of violence against the minorities
by those who claim superiority.
This summer, like-minded people around the country and the world
will be organizing events to promote these beliefs in concrete ways that make sense for their local communities.
On September 22nd, we will stand up together
and speak with one voice to declare the truth
that we are
one human
family.
Right now, we need your help.
Will you organize an interfaith march for peace and justice in your corner of the world?
Funding and guidance for organizers is available.
Visit us at interfaithmarch.com
and find out how you can be a part of the solution.
For peace.
For justice.
For religious freedom.
For all of us.
My wish for everyone is that there are so many of us that walk in darkness, and my wish is that we have the courage to light that candle and to be able to give someone light with it, so that it's not so dark where they are at, and to give them hope.
My wish for the world is that sometime all the people live in peace together, they can live their individuality, their faiths, their what they believe in, what they want to to realize and that they are, yes, that they are loving each other in peace.
My wish for the world is that the genocides be recognized and stopped, and that the places where there are problems that can be easily solved, like the need for water in India, the need for food in many places, be soon resolved.
My wish is that people would protect the water, because right now we call it blue gold, and it's very, at this time, a great urgency that the water is drying out everywhere from California going up to the north, and we're protecting our water system, the biggest pocket of water there right now. So if we can help us in every way, through prayer and everything else, that'd be good. Thank you.
You know, my wish for the world and my only dream in life is to see people of different faiths love each other as if they belong to the same family of God.
Greetings. I'm Adele Farrell, and I'm the chair of United Religions Initiative Leadership Council North America. The preamble of United Religions Initiative states, "We believe that our religious, spiritual lives, rather than dividing us, guide us to build community and respect for each other." Today, to celebrate Golden Rule Day, I say I am as empowered by a prayer as I am a chant, or a surah, or an odu, or scripture. I am enriched by intonation as it reflects personal connection and spirituality. Be it a song or a sonnet, I am empowered and touched by tenderness, sincerity, and warmth. It is a joy to bear witness to movement, discovery, honoring, faith, those things that touch us the most deeply, that have us connect, just as water connects us all. Happy Golden Rule Day.
Hi, my name is Fred Fielding, and I'm with the United Religions Initiative North America Leadership Council and Global Council. And to help celebrate Golden Rule Day, we are all sharing reflections on URI principles. I chose Principle 11. It reads, "We seek and offer cooperation with other interfaith efforts." The very purpose of URI is to help promote enduring daily interfaith cooperation. All of the organizations and groups connected to our network are called cooperation circles. We like to help people work together. What could that look like in North America? Examples include helping the Revolutionary Love Project collect messages of hope for the victims of the white nationalist terror attack in New Zealand, supporting the spiritual leaders and water protectors at Standing Rock, even helping make videos like this for the Golden Rule Project. URI continues to help cooperation circles work with each other and other organizations such as the Parliament of World Religions, North American Interfaith Network, Interfaith Youth Corps, and the like. It doesn't matter who is forging the paths. They all help everyone travel to a more peaceful world. So blessings, and may peace prevail on earth.
Hello from Arizona. My name is Reverend Erin Tamayo, and I am a member of the Leadership Council of URI North America. We at URI dedicate ourselves to practicing equitable participation of women and men and people of all genders and gender identities in all aspects of our work. To me, this is a prime example of practicing the Golden Rule. In many places in religious and spiritual leadership, it's uncommon to see women, particularly in leadership. I personally have been in many interfaith meetings where I was one of the only women in attendance. The fact that URI specifically aims to lift up the leadership and participation of women and people of all genders in this important work where women are often left out, well, this inspires me. It inspires me to be the leader that God has put me here to be. It also inspires me to see leaders and people of all genders. When we see the holy in one another, when we see God-given potential in one another, this is when we are practicing the golden rule. For we all equally participate in holding up the sky together. URI, United Religions Initiative, where you see me and I see you as equals. May it be so throughout the world.
Happy International Golden Rule Day to everyone. My name is Felipe and I'm talking to you from Salt Lake City, Utah. And I wanted to talk to you about the principle that at URI that says we listen and speak with respect to deepen mutual understanding and trust. And how does that relate to the Golden Rule? If I want to be listened to, I need to listen. If I want to understand a point of view, I have to understand and listen to them first so that I can see where is that coming from. And then I will be able to share some ideas. That way we can deepen our mutual understanding and trust. And imagine how awesome it would be if we all were to just listen to each other without judgment for a second. Hope you all have a great Golden Rule Day.
One of the principles of URI is we give and receive hospitality. This expresses the Golden Rule to me because it reminds me that to honor and to respect one another means to welcome and to be welcomed, to share ourselves with each other, and to receive others' gifts of sharing as well. I got to know the URI North American Leadership Council on October 2017 when they came to visit my cooperation circle in Vancouver, British Columbia, and to be part of some of our programming. My cooperation circle is called the Interspiritual Sustainability Council of British Columbia, and at that time, we had the bi-regional gathering that brought together cooperation circles from across the region, both from BC and from Washington State. During this time, I both gave and I received hospitality, and I felt deeply encouraged and appreciated by the Council's presence, and I also got to appreciate all of the great work that these cooperation circles are doing. I think that giving and receiving hospitality is the beating heart of the URI community.
Hello everybody, my name is Rico Ocampo and I'm part of the URI North America Leadership Council. I currently live in Las Vegas and am part of the Camp Anytown Las Vegas Cooperation Circle. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of our URI principles, which is we seek and welcome the gift of diversity and model practices that do not discriminate. Check it out. Now when we say the word seek and welcome, what it is that we're trying to say is that we are actively looking for ways and opportunities to meet new people, experience new cultures, and welcoming those same people and cultures into our inner circle, regardless of differences. Now, the Golden Rule teaches us to treat others as you like to be treated, but we can no longer just say that phrase and expect for everything to be okay. We have to live the Golden Rule each and every day, from the moment that you wake up to the moment that you get your coffee from the coffee shop. We need to model what it means to live the Golden Rule and show it towards that barista, towards your coworkers, your children, your spouse, your partners, and your neighbors. That is one of the ways that we can model what it means to live the Golden Rule and therefore eliminate any kind of discrimination or prejudice that goes in our communities.
Hey everyone, I'm Kate Sheehan Roach here in Philadelphia. I'm so happy to be with you on Golden Rule Day with the United Religions Initiative North American Leadership Council. I'm out here in beautiful Overbrook Farms with this bridge behind me because I'm celebrating that URI is a bridge building organization, not a religion. But what I really want to share with you is from the principles of URI, Principle 11, which talks about how we seek and offer cooperation with other interfaith initiatives. Seems like a no-brainer that an interfaith organization would interact with other interfaith organizations. But URI is really deliberate about this. It's very important to be intentional. In fact, all of URI is comprised of interfaith organizations. So what we really are is a network of networks. In fact, the cooperation circle that I represent, Contemplative Life, is in itself a network of networks. So let's celebrate how we collaborate together, how we help one another in this effort to make the Golden Rule a reality. And happy Golden Rule Day, everybody.
My name is Sari Heidenreich, and I'm coming to you from a brisk spring morning in Southern Virginia, and I'm the North American Regional Coordinator for URI. One of the principles in URI that to me really illustrates the Golden Rule is that we respect the sacred wisdom of each religion, spiritual expression, or indigenous tradition. And what that has looked like for me has been developing friendships with people from different religious traditions. And even though my tradition is different, looking at how they practice and how they pray and what their faith means to them, and then respecting that, but also looking at how I can grow and learn from that in my own tradition. And that has been a really rich practice, and to me that illustrates the Golden Rule, because I am showing care for that person. I'm treating that person as I would want to be treated. I'm listening to what they share about their tradition. I'm looking at how they live their lives, and that's the way that I would want to be treated. And so that to me is a real reflection of the Golden Rule and how I experience that in URI.
You've heard our messages, you've heard our song, you've heard our prayers. From all of us at United Religions Initiative North America Leadership Council, I want to say thank you. Gracias. Merci. Arigato. Grazie. Donwaji. Mahalo. Happy Golden Rule Day.
My name is Stephanie Salazar. I am from Mesa, Arizona, student of the University of Rochester, New York. I am Roman Catholic, and my wish for the world is trust and hope.
Wonderful.
My wish for the world is peace. That's a very important word, but also peace between the several religions and the traditions.
Hi, my name is Bara Al-Qadir, and I'm a Muslim. My wish for the world is to be more sustainable and peaceful world for everyone to be happy. Thank you.
My wish for the world today is that we can all look at each other in the eyes and be happy when we see someone else.
Every single morning without fail, the natural world awakens to celebrate the dawn. Exactly what are you allowing to interfere with taking the time to praise this amazing world at the birthing of each new day?
Hi everyone, I am here with Hereditary Chief Phil Lane Jr. Thank you, Chief, for joining us today on Golden Rule Day.
Thank you so much.
Would you tell us your thoughts about the Golden Rule, please?
Well, you know, I think in order to understand the Golden Rule, we need also to understand the ancient indigenous understanding that we are one human family. And the herd of one is a herd of all. And the honor of one is the honor of all. So understanding that, we can understand that all spiritual traditions around the world that teach about love and compassion and forgiveness, those kind of wonderful spiritual values, which are really at the core of all spiritual traditions, all teach this concept to do unto others as you would like done unto yourself. And it's because really the hurt of one is the hurt of all. And if we treat others in a good way, in a wonderful way, in a loving way, in a kind way, in a compassionate way, in a forgiving way, that uplifts the human family. On the other hand, if we treat others and really unjustly and cruelly and egotistically, then in fact we're hurting our overall human family. It's not just between the two, it's everybody, because we're all related. And I think that understanding is true scientifically now. We know we're 99.9% really the same, except for secondary qualities and things like eye color and skin color and all these kind of things. And as well, we know spiritually all the traditions tell us to love one each other, care for each other, to love the Creator, to love one another as a human family. And so I think as well, we have to also think about now with the fact that we're encountering so many wonderful members of our human family from different cultures, this kind of addition I call the platinum rule. And that is to treat others as they want to be treated. Treat others as they wish to be treated. Because I may come from one culture and have the way I like to be treated, but it may be a very different way that that other person that is expressed in their culture. So that's why I'm kind of adding on to the golden rule, which of course is a golden rule. It's a spiritual teaching of all spiritual traditions everywhere on Mother Earth. But also I want to add this other thought to it now that we're kind of encountering each other from so many different cultures and spiritual traditions and so forth, is to treat others as they wish to be treated.
We start our meditation on the universe by breathing in through our nose and out through our nose at a rhythm and pace that works for us individually. What are we doing to live in balance with the whole of creation? We let go of those thoughts, emotions, or events which are holding us back from being our true self. We breathe in, reminding ourselves of our greatness as spirit beings, that we can live in balance and harmony. We can live in connection with the earth, with the universe, with all around us. We are connected. We are spirit greatness. We are love. We are whole and in communion blessings continue to be with you and all that is around you, and this beautiful, adventurous, and miraculous universe.
Youth Power Project
is a program set up by an organization called Citizen University.
Citizen University. It's all these students coming together.
Youth across the country.
It's the opportunity for us as youth to take advantage of our civic powers.
To help us learn our own power.
Where power comes from. How we should direct it.
That helps give us the tools to get more involved.
My name is Ethereal Reyes. I'm 16 years old. I am a young Filipina girl. I'm interested in ending racism as my youth power project. So I've seen it throughout my entire life, and I just personally feel like it's the biggest problem in America.
I'm Ashanti. I am 16 years old. At my school, I'm a METCO student, so I've started this Western METCO Scholars. METCO is just minority students that are from the inner city that get taken to the suburbs for better school opportunities and education. We shouldn't feel discouraged from stepping up just because we are minority.
I'm Malia Yusuf. I'm 16. My dad's Pakistani and my mom's white, so I'm a mixed kid. I'm doing Muslim awareness and acceptance. I feel like there's not necessarily hate, it's just a lot of ignorance.
My name is Jaden Deal and I'm 17. Striving for equality, what's fair for all groups and what's fair for, say, me as a gay youth being able to go into school and feel safe.
I'm Gable Bell and I'm 16. I started a drive called Aunt Flo's Drive, which collects pads and tampons and other feminine products for the homeless women in the shelters. There are just so many homeless people everywhere. I see them and they're just out here without any help. Pads and tampons are just the least donated items for shelters, so when they are donated, people are really grateful.
Citizen University let us choose our own project to teach us the civic power that we possess and help us raise awareness on social issues that are meaningful to us. And I did this by creating a documentary about colorism and beauty standards. My film is a 10-minute short film. It's a documentary. It's from the narrative of 6 different girls. It talks about their struggles as youth with the ideas of colorism and beauty standards.
It's called Success Looks Like Me. So we've been talking with women that are in certain positions, go to the middle schools and the elementary schools, and kind of start to encourage the younger girls that it's okay that this is not what's typically seen. You can still do this.
So we took a less confrontational approach to bullying. We did a positivity campaign. We ordered a bunch of stickers that said safe space. We actually went to a teacher meeting, handed out the stickers and said, if you want students to know that this is a safe place, tape this up to the window outside your door. And the next day, we actually ran out of stickers, so we had to make another order. Our goal was that as long as we were affecting at least one person, then it was a success.
What youth can bring to the table is we can collaborate well in hearing out each other and understanding one another from each other's different experiences.
My work with the Youth Power Project has taught me that I'm capable of more than I thought I was.
If you really believe what you're doing, then anything can be possible.
It's helped me realize that I don't need to wait to get an education, to go to college, to do something and to make a difference.
Experience is experience, so age doesn't matter or shouldn't validate or invalidate it.
There's all these students that have the great potential to become a leader, to be able to exact change. Don't ignore those students.
Compassionate Arts in Action was proud to be a part of the California Vision 2020 Conference and Culture Lab in Sacramento, September 2018. Youth came from all over the state, representing indigenous, immigrant, Black, and brown communities with adult allies to focus on becoming compassionate social justice artists and activists while using visual and performance arts as a tool for civic engagement. Compassionate Arts hosted 3 creative projects at the Culture Lab. A collaborative 8-foot painted post for peace and justice, which includes facts, stories, quotes, and drawings on safety and justice.
We've been working Compassionate Arts. I've been working with youth leaders. I've been working with George, and Kira has been working with Danielle in the art.
I feel like art opens a lot of doors for friendships and learning experiences.
I want to expand on that. So working with Compassionate Arts, you know some of the things that we do and some of the activities that you've engaged in, such as dialoguing with law enforcement. How do you think that's affect the conversation?
We had a workshop. It was my first time working with you guys. We had a workshop with police and knowing our rights, and we acted out a situation where it was 2 young Black people were walking down the street and 2 cops approached us. And from there I really learned that I didn't know how to handle myself in that situation. So like a couple months later, I had the opportunity to talk to a cop at another workshop. And when I told him what I learned, I feel like I really impacted him and gave him another view on that kids or youth really don't know how to handle themselves in those situations, and because they're not taught during school, they're not really having these conversations with people. So I feel like, and then he responded by, cops need to change too. They need to learn to listen and be more respectful of our own citizens.
But it was only when I went to art classes facilitated by Kira in First Night Monterey that I feel like I was given an outlet to really like express my own perspective. We would just work on like art pieces like themed around our communities. That is just like agricultural work, and everyone is really poor, and the kids are not expected to go to universities, and there's a lot of gang violence, and you always hear about homicides, but yeah, the art classes like painted new doors for us to open our, like, to access that creativity and to just tap into a greater consciousness.
The point of police officers and law enforcement is supposed to make us feel safe, but I literally never feel safe around. Like, I feel less safe when there's cops around.
But like Irie said, you're supposed to make us safe, and honestly, I'm not safe.
These posts that you see around here, I don't know if you know, a large half of them were in dialogue with law enforcement. We sat down at a youth summit, and so half of those posts, specifically when all voices are heard, and look at the words on that next time you go back. And that's a Compassionate Arts post right there in solidarity with Black Lives Matter, and that one a memorial post. Art created a balanced conversation. We created a balanced conversation that we could speak to these issues.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all
is a
that
gift.
I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Grateful for it all.
You're the blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learn every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart aligned in purpose. Everything
All
will feel
that I
gorgeous.
All that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all,
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan, but there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. All that I am,
And everything I see, everything I hope, and everything I dream, everything I feel, and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am, and everything I see, everything I hope, and everything I dream, everything I feel, and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am, and everything I see, everything I hope, and everything I dream, everything I feel, and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am, and everything I see, everything I hope, and everything I dream, everything I feel, and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
Wait, one more. This is for y'all.
all that I am.
All that I see.
All that I've been.
Yeah,